Good morning everybody, it's Graham once again from Unearthed, and today we have a new detector, no less. This is the Bounty Hunter Time Ranger Pro from First Texas, and I have to admit I didn't know this existed up until probably about a month ago. I think it's been out in the States for some time now, a couple of months at least, but this is our first glimpse of one of these things in the UK. Now, what's attracted me to this is, this machine is out of the same stable block as my beloved G2 Plus and the Fisher F19, which means it's a 19 kilohertz, highly sensitive, relic hunting, artifact hunting, gold searching detector, and by all accounts it'll be pretty damn good. So let's have a look at its features. Let's have a look at any differences between this, the G2 Plus, F19, and we'll get it on the test bed and give it some welly. So first off, you can see it's got 11-inch DD coil fitted with this rather smart and unusual red, almost like a red coil cover. Now I have to do some research on, I'll have to ask the guys at First Texas what that's about, but it's like a hard red resin, almost like a protective cover within itself without putting a coil cover on, which I find really smart. So that's 11-inch DD. Pretty much the same lower stem. This is unadjusted, by the way. It's folded down to almost its maximum length, or minimum length I should say. Arm cup, Bounty Hunter on the arm cup. Pretty much straightforward. I think the control box looks pretty cool. As you can see, we've got the power button here, minus and plus there for adjusting your sensitivity, your volume, etc. You've got the menu button in the middle. Below that you've got your pinpoint, and you've got this toggle here which clicks in and out of discrim mode and into all metal, which is obviously important for your ground balance. On the left hand side you've got this rubber plug here, as you can see. That's where your headphones go, and if we move around to the back you can see this feature here that slides off and you slot your 9-volt battery in. So there we have it. Why not give it a go on the Unearthed testbed? The rain has stopped. Let's get out and do the business. And we're back out again, folks. It seems to be an age since we were back on the Unearthed testbed. We've cut it this week, as you can see. We've got the detector with us down here. So without further ado, let's turn it on. A little bit of drizzle started, folks. So we'll get it up to its maximum sensitivity. That, if you look here, it says gain, which is sensitivity. Get it as near as to 100 as we can. 99, that'll do. 100. Go through the menu, and we've got up first is the backlight. We're not going to touch the backlight. We're going to go to volume. Bang the volume up to around about. This is only preference. Anything over 11 kicks in the iron volume. 0 to 10 is volume itself. We'll put it on, what we're going to get it on. Put it on 17 for now. Do it. And we'll put the V-brake on. 74 factory reset. We'll get it all the way down. We're in the UK. 35 will do the job. And then no discrim. Don't have any discrimination on this machine. So notch width none. Notch 1, that's stuck on that. Discrimination 0. Now then, we're going to come out of discrimination, click it into all metal, get it round until the threshold hum starts. You can hear the threshold hum, back it off a touch, get it down about 1, and let's give it a ground balance. Yep, she's ground balanced okay, pumping the coil a few times. 62 is fine. We'll click it out with all metal, back into discrim, listen to the click. There she goes. A lot of people forget to do that. They leave it in all metal and then they wonder why they're getting all these tones coming through. All metal for this machine isn't for me. I know a lot of the American guys use it with great effect. I don't like it. That's just me. So what we're going to do is we're going to now adjust this phone so we can get a decent view of the machine and give it a whiz over the test bed. Now you can hear straight away she's grunting for iron. Numbers on the screen, really low. You're not going to dig them because you know it's iron fragment and iron nail. This machine's superior at telling you that there's iron under the ground. So, as you can see, ignore it and carry on. Now, talking to the guys at First Texas, they seem to think that this has got the ultra fast processor in it, their most up-to-date and dynamic processor available. So I'm hoping for good things for this machine, and I'll talk to you about something else that's special about it as well at the end. Again, the iron, you just walk away from that, just walk away from them horrible load grunts. And again, no thank you, we want good targets only. So we're just sweeping it now. The coil's getting nice and messy because the dead grass is sticking to it, but you know, where the dead grass is, the coins and artifacts are buried. And here we have the first one, George and penny. Sorry, rephrase that, it's actually a Roman coin. I'm jumping the gun. Brilliant target. Roman bronze coin, down about 6-7 inches. Absolutely no problem for the Time Ranger Pro whatsoever. Behaves very much like, very stable I have to say, because if we look up, you've got the power lines, remember? So no interference whatsoever, no electromagnetic interference from the overhead power lines, which is a bonus. But that's hit that coin, not a problem. Pretty much what I expected from this machine. Like I said, it's out the same stable block as the F19 and the beloved, legendary actually, G2 Plus. Here we have a bigger coin. I jumped the gun before talking about George and penny. Here it has, high numbers. Again, it's not down too deep. Absolutely banging that over all day long. Now here we have a different target. The tones have changed because it's a deeper buried object. This is an artifact, a buckle, which is buried down about 9-10 inches now. So the tone's changed. Numbers are high, 80s. Not a problem for this machine, not a problem. Let's go and see if we can locate that bit of gold that's buried on here. This Unearthed test bed, folks, just for your information, is getting revamped next year. All the coins and artifacts that are buried on it are getting dug up, well, most of them anyway, and then we're going to rebury some different, deeper, different objects. More hammered silver coming on the into the picture. So there we've got iron. Just ignore it. 30, 28, 30 on the screen. Now here we have another interesting target. This is a deeper, round by where my foot is. Look at the state of that coil, folks. Hairy coil. It's like Chewbacca. Any of you not do a Chewbacca noise? That's a Chewbacca coil. This is another artifact buried deeper. The tones have changed again. So it's a shorter, almost a duller tone, like a mid-range tone. Numbers on the screen, jumping around a little bit actually, 50, 60, 60s. But you dig that all day long, wouldn't you? You give it the 360. Absolutely dig that all day long. Now then, if you had a pair of headphones plugged in, that target would come through a lot clearer rather than just relying on the detector speaker. So any of you guys that don't wear headphones out there, I know there's quite a few of you, please do, because that target would come through a lot cleaner, a lot crisper than it would relying on the detector speaker. So there, I've just got the fence there, so I'm going to move away from the fence. More iron. See, we've got a lot of iron buried in here, so it gives the detector a really good workout rather than just burying random coins and artifacts and just going over and picking them up with the detector. Why not give it a workout and bury a bit of iron? And there's also natural iron in here as well, which is good. As you can see, more iron. I'm actually using something called a gimbal today. The phone's actually linked into something called a gimbal, so I move my arm, this thing moves, it's very interactive, but it's my first time ever using it. Now then, we're on the gold ring, folks. This is a split gold ring, high quality gold ring. It's been down about 5 or 6 inches, and we're on it. Now then, this is the important bit. Look at the numbers. Low. Now then, some people probably wouldn't dig that. I know people dig with the G2 Plus and F19 anything over 50. This gold ring giving a great target, coming in 49, 48, jumping down as low as 45 there. Always go by the audio and use the numbers as a bit of a backup. The reason why I say that, when I was using the G2 Plus in 2016, I found a gold hammered coin, which was a gold half crown of King James. And that was only a small gold hammered, and that came up 48, 49. This gold ring is also coming up the same numbers. Dead on 48. Actually dropping down as low as 46 there. So there you go, folks. It's a gold ring, no problem, which we expected. Homes in on the thing. I'm getting bothered by a fly. Good old British summer. Another good target. Having that all day long, not a problem to this machine. Such a good detector. So, the question is, bounty hunter hasn't got a good name in the UK. Not many people know a great deal about them. Very, very popular in the US. If I took this metal detector on some of my sites, I would find shed loads with it. Out of the same state, behaves very much like my G2 Plus. Fantastic piece of kit. Thing is, the savvy detectorist out there would probably buy one of these, because I think they'll probably come in a little bit cheaper than the G2 Plus price wise. So there you go. Vicky sixpence, not a problem. 58, 59 on the scale, 57. Let's give it a pinpoint right on it as it's coming over. There we go. Look how accurate that is. 5 inches, not a problem. 4 or 5 inches. So you can see the capabilities of this little sweet machine. I love it. I think it's going to be a winner. We're going to stock it actually. It just hits everything on the Unearthed testbed, which we expected it to do. We're not going to go over to the Horde and try it on the Horde, because it's not a Horde hunting machine. This is a machine that's designed for hammered silver, small items of gold, arable land, sites, iron contaminated sites, that sort of thing. Iron fragments all over the place, it's chewing them up, not a problem. Deeper coin again. Look at that. Yes, I think this is going to be a winner. Cracking little machine. Now you could argue, well, First Texas have brought out another machine at the same stable as the F19, the 19 kilohertz machines. I can't blame them for doing it. And the reason is because it's a tried and successful unit. I really, honestly, it's the best machine I've ever used on arable, period. I have found more stuff with this particular type of machine than any other. Some of my greatest finds: King Stephen and Matilda Penny, G2 Plus, Romano-British linchpin of the form of an eagle or a bird, G2 Plus, gold posy ring, G2 Plus, tons of hammered silver and denarius, G2 Plus. Here's a Victoria Penny, hammers it all day long. So there we have it, the Chewbacca coil as well, look. Right, that was a good little test. To turn the machine off, we've got this button here, and there she goes, folks. Pretty much easy peasy for this machine. It's a very, very smart detector. We'll probably do another test around, nail test on the board with hammered silver, maybe a bit of gold, just to put it through its paces in the future. Now then, here's the thing I was going to tell you at the end. You can actually win this machine. We're going to do a competition on the Unearthed Instagram, platform. That's the word I'm looking for, platform. To win this machine, sign up or like or follow the Unearthed Instagram platform to win this machine. The competition will be coming out in a couple of weeks, probably in mid-August, and some lucky person in the UK is going to win this particular detector. How good is that? UK entrances only. More details to follow. There we go, folks. Happy days. Right, leave any questions if you will. Always happy to take questions about these machines and any other. I'll be back soon with another product test. Until then, happy hunting. Get out there and do the business. Speak soon. Bye for now.